Welcome back to another video with Aman, and as you guys can see from the title of this video, we are doing a full face of makeup with Primark makeup. And now this is a huge bag, so you guys can imagine all of the goodies which I have got in this bag. First things first, I have already applied some eye patches onto my eyes. I'm actually wearing the brightening and depuffing eye patches. They actually had about 2 or 3 different types of eye patches. Now guys, it's so funny because I actually picked up 2 packs because I was like, I want one for my YouTube and I want another for my TikTok. I took them out and guys, it's actually 15 treatments for £1.50. And I'm just like, are you being serious? So I've just popped on some of the eye patches now. These are with vitamin C, peptide and licorice. So this will just help to really brighten up the dull eye. So I've put these on about 10 minutes since I've had these on, because usually I like to have them into my face for about 10 to 15 minutes. So let's begin with doing everything. Obviously we can't deal with this hair in our face, so I picked up these. I was like, how can you have a makeup video with not having any clips or things to tie your hair back? And you're in the world of Primark, so of course they have stuff like this. So these were for £3. Not gonna lie, I did find £3 was a bit expensive, but it's okay. So let's pin back our hair. I like to put one on top, and then I like to go in with a second just over here, and then kind of tuck my hair behind my ear. Then I've also picked up loads of like skincare stuff as well. I just thought we can use this before we start our video. So I have got the Peptide Collagen Boost Serum. I've also got the SPF 30 moisturizing as well, because moisturizer is a must in our makeup. And then I've also got the Multibiotic Facial Moisturizer as well. So let's start going in with all of these. Once you've got your under eye pads, I always like to just take these off. And then I usually give it a couple of minutes so that the product can sit into the under eyes and really just sit into the face. Now the biggest thing I'm gonna say is, if you do have sensitive acne prone skin, I would really do your research before using these products. My skin tends to be okay, so I'm kind of just going to go in. So I'm just taking the Peptide Collagen Serum in first. I'm just using a brush to blend this all into my face. So I wanted to make sure I did have a moisturizer from Primark, because I didn't want to use my own moisturizer. So I did see they had a whole skin range selection, so I was like, I need to find that moisturizer. And guys, I'm not gonna lie, it is kind of hard finding Primark's products, because everything I find like is really popular at the moment. So I find that the products are so hard to get your hands on. This is the Multibiotic Facial Moisturizer. This is for hydration, and it moisturizes and balances and brightens the skin tone. It is very hydrating, to be honest, because I do like a moisturizer which really hydrates my skin. We're now going to go in with the SPF 30 Moisturizing Serum Drops. So this should actually moisturize our face at the same time as well. It says it contains argan oil and vitamin E. Then I'm just going to apply this with a brush, and then I'll go in with my hands and just kind of massage it in. I just like using a brush for like serums and things, just because I feel like it just blends everything out nicely. But I guess with SPFs, usually they are kind of like on the oily side. But the good thing is, I know I do like an SPF 50, but this does contain an SPF 30 in there, which is kind of nice. So for brows, I picked up these 2 products here. I actually couldn't find this first, so I was just gonna fill my brows in with a pencil. So this is the Brow Taming the Brow Taming Kit. So we're going to use this. The darkest shade I could find was dark brown. Comes in with some tweezers. It's coming with a brow pencil, so I feel like this one may have been a waste. And this one is quite nice, because this one is like a dewy one, where I think this one might not be. I like this because this one is actually dual-sided, so this reminds me of like my Morphe one, because it's got the brow bit over there and the spoolie over here. I'm just going to quickly comb out my brows first. Just using the clear gel, I'm just going to kind of like set everything into place. Just gonna take this, I'm gonna start brushing and filling in my brows at the same time. So for primer foundation, I've gone in with the Flawless Glow Radiant Glow Primer Foundation. This is with vitamin E, and this is in the shade Caramel. So I'm just gonna pop this over. Kind of feel like I wish I could take more product out though. So I'm just gonna apply this kind of evenly across my face. So I've just blended all of this out, and I'm not gonna lie, it has blended out really nice, and I feel like it's giving this nice little glow as well to my skin. So I feel like you can wear this really nicely as like a BB cream. Reminds me a lot of the Maybelline 4-in-1. It feels and looks really similar to that. For color correction, I'm taking this foundation stick. I don't know if this is going to be too much, but I couldn't find any of their concealers kind of like in my shade. I did pick up this concealer here, but I feel like this might be a little bit on the darker side. This is the under eye concealer. Maybe we can give this a go as well. Let's pop this and this together, which is in the shade Honey. This is their color corrector. This is also very similar to like the Maybelline one, and I'm just gonna squeeze a little bit here. Oh, I love the texture of this, guys, and this should hopefully cover up any of my kind of like under eyes and any of my pigmentation underneath my foundation. And now we are gonna go ahead and just blend this out. It is very good at coverage, both of them combined, because it has covered up all of my freckles really good. Now for foundation, I have got the shade, this is meant to be like the double wear foundation dupe. So I've got this in the shade Toffee, so I'm going to apply this to the back of my hand. I picked up a lot of products in the shade Toffee and Honey, like literally what I could get my hands on. Okay, I'm going to use this brush here from Jessup's Beauty and just apply this to my face using a brush. The skin shade, I think, matches me quite well. If you guys have a look, obviously my face does look a little bit on the darker side just because we applied a darker concealer. The coverage, guys, is absolutely amazing. I do feel like my brush is sucking up some of the foundation, so maybe I should have applied some with a beauty blender. But this is amazing. Take a little bit more foundation and just apply this to my forehead. And as you guys can see, like, I feel like it's almost blurring. Is it just me? Could this be like my new fave foundation? Like my cheaper version of foundation? Add a little bit more of the foundation down to like my neck. Just making sure we've got all of that coverage going down. I am just so surprised about this coverage. I am literally goddamn like shocked about this coverage. It has literally covered up all of my freckles, and you guys know how many freckles your girl has. It says it's a double coverage matte foundation, and it says it's medium to full coverage. I'm not gonna lie, it does actually feel medium to full coverage. It actually says, I don't know why I am so surprised, because I think I just thought Primark, and I just never expected the makeup to be so damn good. The thing was, I couldn't find the same concealer in a lighter shade, so I've picked up this contour like foundation thing. So I'm gonna use this, and I think I'm just gonna use this with a brush and just apply this to my skin, because I still wanted to have a brighter under eye. So I thought maybe we can take this foundation and just kind of apply a little bit underneath and just still kind of have a brighter eye. So just using a brush how I would apply my concealer. And that is a great thing about makeup, guys. There is no like ever right or wrong way of applying something. You guys can always mix and match. If you can't find your shade, you can always just use something else in like substitute of it. And again, just using my brush, I'm just going to blend this into my skin. Now we are going to contour, so I'm going to use that same foundation stick to contour. I've got this in the shade Chai. I'm going to apply a nice high contour. Kind of feel like I wish it was a little bit on the darker side. But I'm just going to apply this onto my contoured areas. I like to contour quite high. And then onto my nose, just at the trim there. And then I like to also contour just underneath my lips. It always makes my lips look a little bit more plumpier. Curious to how this is going to blend out, guys. So curious. I've got the cream blush as well. This has also got vitamin E. A lot of their products have got vitamin E in them. This is in the shade Sahara Sunset. So I'm just going to apply a nice amount onto just above my contour. I like to apply my blush and contour at the same kind of time. So let's go in with this one first. So far it's not drying. Like I said, all of the products are quite hydrated. Blend this contour into my hairline just to make sure everything kind of blends in nicely. I'm loving it. I think everything is just blending in so nicely. Let's blend in the contour kind of first. Just gonna blend in the blush just into the contour so that both of them look quite nicely blended in. I couldn't find any pressed powders. The only thing I could find was their bronzer and their blush. So I'm gonna have to just use my own powder. So I'm just gonna go in with my Huda Beauty powder and I'm just going to press this in just to mattify everything and bring a lot of the matte back into my face. Let's go in with their powder bronze and see how this blends out. So let's apply some of this. That's quite good. It's not too harsh either. And just put some of that bronze back into your face. The blush is quite nice, guys. I mean, it is blushing it up. This is actually a high pigment blusher, so it is quite pigmented, and I'm not gonna lie, look at how nicely and blush my cheeks are looking. Really nice and like rosy. Loving it. Apples, put them on. And now for the highlight and glow. Like, you guys know I am so hard with highlights, but I picked up this highlight and glow 4-shade palette. Are you guys even ready for this? Oh my god. Oh my gosh, guys, look at this. They've got 4 beautiful colors. Kind of feel like they've got one for every single skin tone. So let's go in with this like goldy one, because you guys know like I love goldy highlights. So we're gonna apply this. Oh wow, can you guys see the glow? Let's mix in the gold and the pink so that it blends out with my blusher. Wow, are you guys seeing this? Tell me you guys are seeing what I am seeing. But this glow is pretty intense. Like, I can see it just from the viewfinder. I can just see this beautiful, beautiful glow. I'm actually quite impressed. Overall, I think I'm really, really impressed with this whole Primark makeup. I never realized, I think it's always because you would go to Primark when you wanted to save some pennies. So you've never associated Primark with having like good quality stuff. But can I just say I've changed my mind? But wow, look at this amazing highlight on my face, guys. Now that all of our face makeup is on, let's go into the eyes. I have got this palette here, which is like the Amber palette. I don't know why it reminds me of like Huda Beauty's mini palettes. This was for £2.50, and look at this, guys. Tell me you're a cool tone girl without telling me you're a cool tone girl. I'm just gonna go in with the shade Flick. Does leave a lot, and I'm just going to apply this into the crease of my eye, just like this. Do love a good pigment, because look at the way this is just blending into my skin. And I'm liking this shade Muse, which is this goldy shade over here. So we're going to take some of this goldy shimmer and just apply. Oh wow. Am I just saying oh wow to everything? Because everything is literally oh wow. This is really, really nice. So I'm just going to apply this kind of onto the lid, and I'm just going to blend everything out. So far the makeup with Primark is coming along really well. I've done some nice eyeshadow. I could have gone for more of an intense look, but I want to do more of like an everyday look. We are now going to go on to some gel liner. I don't actually apply eyeliner on a daily anymore, but I really wanted to test out what their eyeliners were like. I was actually shocked that I couldn't find like a pen style gel liner, but this is the one I got. So it comes with this little brush at the top, and I guess you just spin this and it's got the little gel pomade. I find this is quite old school though, because I haven't used one of these in a hot minute. But let's try use this. I feel like I'm gonna have to get super close to the camera. And okay, I'm a little bit scared, I'm not gonna lie, because I haven't used one of these in a while. I went in with my own brush from the beginning because I've kind of messed up the line. So I've managed to get this nice little winged eye look with the liner. Now let's go in with some lashes. So I've got their Wonder Lash Mascara. This says it's got instant volume and it's quite dramatic and quite lengthy. So let's test out how this is. Oh, I do really like the wand. Reminds me of like the Maybelline Sky High mascara, the wand does. Pretty impressed. I do like it's not too wet, because I don't like mascaras which are super wet, because I find that they really clog up your lashes all in together. Mascara for your eyes is definitely a good, nice bonus. I think I just really like the wand of the mascara. Really nicely, like, gives a lot of volume. I always find you get a mascara that either gives you volume or it gives you length, but I kind of feel like this really gives your lashes that beautiful volume. I put just a little bit of mascara onto my bottom lashes as well. Really bring the look together. Lips, we're going to use this lip liner kit. I picked this up in the shade Rose Petal. That's why I kind of kept my eyes a little bit on the subtle side, because I wanted to use this lip kit here. I couldn't again find lipsticks, and if I could find lipsticks, I couldn't find lip liners. So it was best to get myself one of the lip kits. And again, £4.50, you can't go wrong. £4.50 is how much a lip liner costs itself. Is this not giving you Huda Beauty vibes? And like lip kits? Really? So let's go in with the lip liner first. So let's start applying our lips. Feels so good on the lips, and I find it's really easy to just blend onto your lips, and it's gliding on really nicely as well. Okay, so far the lip liner feels good. Now let's take the liquid lipstick and glide this on. I find it could be a little bit more on the pigmented side, and I kind of feel like the lipstick thing is a little bit small. I actually really like this. Low-key, I kind of feel like I really wish that I had picked up a nude one as well, because this feels so good on the skin. It feels very hydrating and moisturized as well. You get a lot of liquids, liquid lipsticks, which are very drying, and you can feel the instant dry as well. Is this a matte one? It is a matte liquid lipstick, so I'm surprised it's quite nice and creamy. And now for the last thing, we're going to apply some lashes to finish off the look. I picked up a few lashes, but this one is the one that's appealing to me. It's kind of like the half lash winged style. I'm going to use the tweezers that came with the brow kit. And then again, you guys know the drill. Just apply this onto your lashes first and see like what needs to be cut off. I don't think anything needs to be cut off, to be honest. And look at the lash. I feel like it's really nice, and it's coming along with this look. So I'm just gonna pop some glue onto these and get these ready. And the great thing about Primark lashes is that they're so easy to apply. And you always wanna apply your lash a little bit higher at the end so that your eyes open rather than to close your eyes. And then you just wanna press your natural lash against the lash higher, because this way it really opens up and it lifts your eye. If you look at this one, which isn't lifted just as of yet, and if you look at this one, it's all nice and lifted. This really just helps to kind of like open up your eyes and give your eyes that beautiful lifted cat eye look. And just like this, my entire makeup look is complete. Again, I couldn't find a setting mist or a setting spray in Primark, so I'm just going to use my own setting spray. The one I am using is the Wee Cherie Setting Mist by the Beauty Crop. But here you go, guys. This is the final finished full face of Primark makeup. Not gonna lie, I am very impressed of how the entire makeup look has just come together. I'm actually really impressed with a lot of the Primark products, especially with the foundation, the concealers, and I think a lot of it as well. And my face is looking, it feels really, really nice and matte. Which is really nice, but it's looking very hydrated. My skin feels really hydrated. My entire look looks really nice and glowy as well. Please do leave your comments down below on how you think the look has come out and how all of the makeup was. I'm gonna try and do a few more of these. I will try and pick up more eyeshadows. I will try and create more intense eyeshadows with some of the makeup here as well. But it was definitely fun doing a full face of Primark makeup. I feel like I've waited so long to do this video, but it was just always really, really difficult to get a brown girl shade in Primark. So I feel like they have definitely opened up their shade range by a lot, and it definitely has been quite not easy, but it hasn't been the most difficult task to get my hands on this makeup. If you aren't already following, please kindly hit the subscribe button down below and do give this video a big thumbs up, and hopefully I shall see every single one of you in my next video. Bye guys!